I'm best man. I got my best man. I got my. I go to hotels when I step out. Yeah, your boy got a doorman. I go to nightclubs with a. Yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman. I just go crazy, man. Ball hard, can't face, man. Choppers, rip wasteland. This what happens when you give it a taste life and you give it a wasteland. This what happens when you give it a fake life and then the ape in. I live with birds from there. Sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battleship. I live with birds from there. Sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battleship.
We want back ends, wipe my sins, They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again, We wake them up, the champs is in, We want back ends, wipe my sins, wipe it. They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again, We wake them up, the champs is in, yeah. Wake up, the cake up, raise up, or make us do something we don't want to. Bite down on you, right now on you. Juke to the left, they dodging it. Can't play the role, you fraudulent. Waiting on the race for the stars in it. 4x4 double parking it. Wanna play like cars in it. Where the right flag, they forfeiting it.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Greg Zuerlein, the Rams kicker, approaches, kicks it off, and here we go from Los Angeles. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go now.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Michael Brockers in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Here's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good luck trying to get your running game going against Ndamukong Suh. I mean, he is so strong. Just trying to move him, take 1 guy, 2 guys, whatever. I wish you a whole lot of luck. He usually converts an offensive running game into rubble.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Samson Ebukam in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. Goes underneath for Bell. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. To throw is gone. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Reynolds. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there for L.A. 47 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back live now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going, and they've got it here with a 1st down. Now gone. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks from 21 yards away. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Interesting nugget on the Steelers as their offense comes back out here. They had won 9 straight on Sunday night. Well, that run ended week 4 with that 26-14 loss to their division rivals, the Baltimore Ravens, Charles.
Yeah, not a particularly smooth game offensively for Pittsburgh. Normally, we see them operate like a high-end automobile and score a bunch of points. Ben Roethlisberger not quite connecting with his receivers, notably Antonio Brown, and that's really unusual. I can't believe this team is 1-2-1. I thought they would run away with the AFC North this year.
Upcoming games for them, home for Atlanta, then at Cincinnati before getting the bye week. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Roethlisberger. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed. And there.
On third down, Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Here we go on fourth down with Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Matt Longacre leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Michael Brockers in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. And the Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the Rams have got it back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
So a good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 50, it's gone. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. 3rd down here.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now gone. They got him in. It's Woods. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains. On 1st and 10, Goff. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
Here we go, guys. Here we go.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. An agile move, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. It's big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Caught here by Bell. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. This is Bell on the dump off. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The Steelers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Again, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. And now Big Ben will lead the Steelers up to go for 2. They'll try to run it in with Bell. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Time for the Rams to get the ball again, and earlier we were touching on their 4-0 start, but the way that they've done it offensively, so impressive. They're now the 10th team, just the 10th team in the Super Bowl era to start 4-0 while scoring 30 or more points in all their games.
So you're telling me that defensive coordinators around the NFL that have the Rams on their schedule, there'll be no sleep.
Yeah.
All right,
Watch out.
Yeah, because look what they did to Minnesota, one of the best defensive teams in the league. They averaged 10.1 yards per play. Had 3 receivers over 100 yards in the game. Cooper Kupp, 162 yards and 2 touchdowns. Then you also had Brandon Cooks with 7 catches for 116 yards and a touchdown. And Robert Woods, 101 yards and a touchdown. Who do you focus on? Who do you try and stop? Good luck.
Here we go, here we go.
The final shot before break here. Goff. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now a first down throw. Gone. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Throw left side complete. It's James. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there at 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more. Here's Bell, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Looking for Woods that time.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now. Now
Roethlisberger on first down. Goes underneath for Bell. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and sneak it here. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Joshua Dobbs taking it in. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. And now Big Ben will lead the Steelers up to go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Sean Davis with a pick, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Oh, boy, rubbing a little salt in the wound there, going for 2 up this big.
You know, there's one time when I played, Brandon, and played against a team that was just absolutely pile driving us. And they ended up going for 2 late in the game. And I asked one of the guys, why'd you do that? He said, because we wanted to win by more. That feels like that type of situation.
Wow. Well, it could also result in a melee later, though. And the Rams now coming out on the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And some space hit. Robert Woods. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Robert Woods, 69 yards. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Shifts by him. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
And there's a man they call AB, always a volume receiver. He gobbles up catches. Holds a number 2 and number 4 spots for him.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. After the interception, here's Goff. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. A shotgun snap for Goff. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Goff. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Woods, the intended receiver. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were...
And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown Steelers. Antonio Brown, 38 yards. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And is there bad blood here? I mean, go for 2 when you're up that much?
If there wasn't before, there is now. When you do that, you've just announced to everyone, you just don't care about the other side at all. All you care about is what you're doing, and they just want to pile up points.
They did. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, it's gone. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. Out of the gun. Gone. His pass caught at the 4. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's second and goal.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good. Zerline out now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He's going deep. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still three-score game, though, fourth quarter. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cameron Hayward in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play. On first down, gone. Flush to his right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10. On second and 10, Goff. He gets it to Cooks. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Here's another second and goal, this time from half the distance closer. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground. And
he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Able to punch it in on third down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
They'll try and run it with Gurley. And he is going to get in there for the 2 points to make this a 12-point game. They get the conversion. And, Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game, the interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. On second down, Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Steelers getting another first down on a bit of a roll. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth-quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you've got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On second down, it's Bell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Brown. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a first. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Mark Barron. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
On second down, here's Goff. He's going to let it fly. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now it's gone. And he comes back with one complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First down, L.A. Goff finding Higbee. Here's Goff. Steps away to his left. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. To throw on second down is Goff. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And a nice gain at 21 yards. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
From the 50, it's gone. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Sean Davis with a pick. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's a... Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.